Hello, this is Dave Brixis with Explosive Sports Performance, EXSP.biz. And the video that you're going to be watching coming up in a few minutes here is going to be on kettlebells. All right, there's 3 different kettlebell exercises that I like to use to really develop a lot of explosion in athletes. So when we utilize our kettlebells, it's not just for strength, as some people do. I like to use it and really hammer home our explosiveness in our hips. So you're going to see 3 different exercises that we utilize here at Explosive Sports to help our athletes of all ages become more explosive and get more power generated from their core region. Hello, this is Dave Brixis with Explosive Sports Performance, EXSP.biz. I'm here with John Lynn, and today we're going to work over 3 different exercises for kettlebell that we utilize. Real basic ones, really work explosion in our hips, also work some of our shoulders, work some rotational movement, just to get some of our athletes moving and get them to understand why it's so important to work explosion. It just doesn't have to be just plyometric stuff, where it's just all legs and all jumping. We can also utilize some different equipment here. The first one we're going to utilize here, pick a kettlebell out that fits you. You can also use a dumbbell, but find a kettlebell that actually works for you. The first one we call the hip thrust, the kettlebell hip thrust. All John's going to do is pick it up with both hands, the kettlebell. All right? He's going to squat down a little bit. His chest is up, his head is up. All right? His butt's back. All he's going to do is pop his hips forward. So go ahead, John. All right, boom. He's just popping the hips. Popping the hips. I don't care how high, I don't care if the kettlebell comes all the way up here. That's not my concern. My concern is how fast and how explosive he gets his hips. So pop those hips, boom, pop them forward. Good. So we're really trying to utilize those hips, get stronger hip muscles, get them to become more explosive. Excellent. Now the next one is almost just like that one, except now we're just bringing it more in a vertical fashion instead of taking it out. He's going to get in that same good position. This is called a kettlebell high pull. He's right in that same position. All he's going to do is drive his hips forward and up. And he gets the kettlebell up. Good. So he's popping his hips. Not leaving the ground. He's not jumping. He's just exploding up in the air. All right? With those arms, getting the hips to come forward, powering through. Object that I look for, those hips. Constantly want those hips to work. Okay? Now the last one we're going to utilize here, he's going to drop down the kettlebell. In size, I call this the kettlebell lawnmower. All right? He's going to pick it up with his right hand. He's going to take it over by his left foot. All he's going to do is he's going to be off the ground. His head and chest are up. He's just bringing it up like he's pulling a lawnmower, and he's ripping it up. Good. Coming up, rotating there. Good. Nice and high. He's going to switch sides. Comes over to the other side and really explode. Explode with those hips. Power those hips through. Keeping the head up. Good form. Explode through. Good. All right. There are 3 exercises that we utilize to help with that hip movement, hip explosion, get us more active. All right. Not just all dealing just with straight plyometrics with the jumps and tuck jumps and this kind of stuff. We threw in some kettlebells. My object here is all about explosion. I don't care if he can do a 700-pound kettlebell and he moves it up nice and slow. I want to see John or your athlete or yourself explode with that movement. Explosion is going to be the key to an athlete's success. All right? This is Dave Brixis. Make sure you unleash your potential.